In this video, I'll show you a custom GPT that I made, and I'll show you exactly how I made it so that you can make your own. Let's start with our phone. Just pull up the ChatGPT app. Go to the left pane where recent GPTs are. This GPT is called IITT Triage tool. It's for or made to be used by emergency department staff to help triage their patients. IITT stands for Interagency Integrated Triage Tool, and it was developed in collaboration by the World Health Organization, the Red Cross, and Doctors Without Borders. It's to help emergency departments triage patients, especially emergency departments in resource-limited countries. How GPT responded is how I told it to respond, by stating the signs and symptoms and then what triage category the patient would go in, as well as stating what was the deciding factor or the sign or symptom that made it put that patient in that category. So here GPT says because of the temperature, 39 exceeding 39 degrees, and based on high risk vital signs, and then stating the response time and referencing the material that it got that information from. So these are from documents that I uploaded, and I instructed GPT to state the source. I pull up the IITT reference material to see if GPT got it right. This is what it used. So fever exceeding 39, and it's saying it's based on high risk vital signs. So let's see. So that means high risk vital signs. It's this last category here. That means the child didn't have a sign or symptom that would automatically place it in red criteria. So then we moved on to check yellow criteria, nothing, and then checking the high risk vital signs, and it's this last bit down here. So temperature more than 39. So child having 40 degrees. So yet GPT got that one right. Maybe it was an easy one, but that's proof of concept. You can tweak it and continue refining it. For the next example, we're going to use the voice chat feature from the custom GPT. GPT, I've got a 7-year-old male who was bitten by a snake 2 hours ago. His vital signs are stable and he's got no signs of envenomation.
Signs, symptoms, snake bite, stable vital signs, no signs of envenomation. Clarifying question. None needed, as the provided information is sufficient. Triage category red, due to snake bite. Recommended action, immediate medical evaluation within 5 minutes. Reference ITT Custom GPT prompt red criteria snake bite.
As before, we're going to cross-reference the custom GPT's response with the IITT reference material. So triage category red here, stating that it's because of the snake bite, and in the reference material here, it's snake bite is in red criteria. So despite the patient having stable vital signs and no signs of envenomation, so ChatGPT got that right too, or the custom GPT got that one right as well. We'll work on the PC now. Before we look at the custom GPT for the IITT Triage tool, I'll just show you where to go to get started. Just open the side pane here and go to Explore GPT. So, and then you go up here. My GPTs will list the GPTs that you've created, and this Create tab will bring you to this window. This is where you start creating a GPT. So you say what kind of GPT you're going to create, and then you give it a name. You can give prompts for an image generation that you can use for a profile picture, or you can pull it from file and upload it. So you have two tabs here: create and configure. And configure is where you can also some of the features that you do in create, you can refine in configure, or you can be more specific in configure. But I've found that what you type in the create tab, GPT refines and adapts it. So you can come over here and you can tweak it, or if you're sure of it, then you just type it in straight as how you would want it to be. But this is what GPT refers to and carries out the task that you give it. So these are the custom prompts. Down here you have the conversation starters. So these are the quick prompts that you see. So you can type them out. And here you have your knowledge base, so files uploaded will be shown here, and you can tell GPT to refer to which ones. And these are the capabilities. So web browsing DALI will just add a code interpreter to it. So this is what you can do, and then you name your GPT. So okay, we'll go have a look at our custom GPT and see how this applies to. Let's close this pane. And to edit your GPTs, once you've selected the custom GPT and you're inside of the interface, this drop down menu will just give you options relating to the GPT. So you have a new chat. You can see what the GPT is about. We'll just show you this part here, the name and the description on edit GPTs. You can hide it, you can copy the link if you're sharing it to someone else. Some GPTs, if they're made public, then they're available to the public through the GPT store. Copying this link will allow you to send it to select people who can access it through the link. The other privacy feature setting is you can anyone who has the link can have access to it. So you can have it either to only to yourself, or a person who created it, or you can have access via link, or you can put it in the GPT store. You can review the GPT, or you can report it, flag it if you feel that something's wrong with it or it's going against some OpenAI's policy. We'll go with Edit GPT. You can see the same tabs here that we saw when we were creating a new GPT. Create tab and configure tab. So here it's saying welcome back because I've created my GPT already. So it's saying that anything I'd like to change. So you can just type in here, or even documents you'd like to upload and give it some information that it will refer to. In order to make those changes, then you can just click that, and then you can upload from your computer, or if you are connected to your cloud services, Google Drive or Microsoft OneDrive, then you can pull files from there. Configure. Okay, let's have a look at what we've got running. So name and description is what appears here on the GPT when you're using it, or how it looks to the user. And the instructions are here. We'll have a closer look at the instructions. After the instructions, you have a conversational starter, so you can go with these ones default, or you can remove them and type your own. I've found that most times GPT will just auto-generate them even after I remove them. Plus, with this custom GPT, I don't need a conversation or quick starters because I'll be given the prompt that GPT will respond to. For the knowledge base, I've only got one file with a combined document, so we'll see what's in that file. And then for capabilities, I just checked all the boxes here in case we might need them. So web browsing capabilities, DALI for image generation, code interpreter if you're downloading files. Let's have a closer look at the custom instructions. Clicking this will expand the instructions. So up here I've stated the purpose for it, and then instructions for use of the Triage tool. So this is what the input is going to look like. So gender, age, signs and symptoms, and then this is how GPT will respond. So respond by restating the signs and symptoms used to categorize the patient. Can ask a clarifying question if GPT needs more information, and then state the triage category referring to the reference or the specific description, and then recommend action to take, including the response time, and finally the state the reference document. I think I can remove this because I've only got one document. Okay, here I just included the triaging process, so how IITT works. So start with the red criteria. If there's no red criteria, move on to the yellow. If no yellow, go to green, and if uh, no high risk vital signs in the green criteria, then it will be classified as green. So if there are high risk vital signs, then you can use your clinical judgment to triage the patient, to recategorize the triage category either yellow or red. And then just mentioning that the information should be pulled from the reference document. So now that you've seen what goes on under the hood, the instructions, what we've got going on in the background. I'll show you how to actually create it. So let's go back to explore GPTs and create. Let me grab my keyboard. Okay. So the thing about ChatGPT is that in you can pretty much just put out your thoughts bit by bit, and it will help to merge them and refine them. So say if I'm creating it, I'll say create a GPT to triage patients at emergency department using IITT triage criteria. I don't even have to spell correctly, so this is the instruction. LGBT updates. So it's asking if that's the name you'd like to go with, or you'd like to give it your own name. So I'd say, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Emergency triage assistant. Okay, so picture. GPT is generating the picture. If you like the picture, you can go with it. If you don't like the picture, you can give it specific instructions to regenerate the picture, or you can simply upload a picture you've got on file and ask it to use that. I'm just gonna accept whatever picture GPT it gives. Okay, there we are. Yeah. Okay, something fancy. Okay, while we're doing that, we just go over to configure, and you can see that it's already it's already the information that it's gotten here. It's already compiled everything and it's refined it. So the name is there, it's a description, and then the instructions. So part of this is telling the GPT how to act is included in the instructions. So let's pull that up and assist in triaging patients emergency department using IITT. Okay, patient assess symptoms and determine appropriate levels. So GPT sort of filled in the blanks, but we're going, the more information we give it, what they actually state that it's the specific information that you give it, it will replace the more vague instructions or what it makes up by itself. I could just copy paste what I've already got from the custom GPT for the Triage tool, but I want to input the information bit by bit so you'll see what it looks like when you're updating the custom GPT. Let's accept the picture first that the GPT has made for us. Yes, that's fine. Use IITT protocols and refer to the uploaded document for reference. So you can see this going on. It's the GPT is being updated. When it's updated like this, that information gets added. So it's asking for the should interact with patients. How do you want it to communicate? It's saying for patients. I'll just state that it's for medical professionals. It's not for patients. It's not for patients. It's for medical professionals. Medical professionals, especially emergency medicine or emergency department staff. Make it clear it's not for. Okay. Formal, concise medical terminology. It's updating. Then we'll go have a look at the configure tab and see how all this information is integrated. So that's the process. So you keep adding to it, refine it, and then you test it. by using the GPT. We can go over to this create tab and click here. So, oh, okay. So when we do that, it's saying it's giving you the option. So access is invite only. Anyone with the link, and I'm inside the GPT team, so it's giving me the option to share this with people in the workspace. So I'll just go with this. So you can publish it to the store, but I'll go with anyone with the link, and I'll leave the link in the description so you can have a fiddle with it. Anyone with the link can chat. Alright, let's update that. So it's updating, saving the changes as well as publishing it. Or now it's available to be used. So you can you can make it available to be used even before you've completed it, and then you go back and forth and just keep refining it. Now that we've done the prompts and the custom instructions which you can refine over time, let's look at how we're going to upload a document. And this document can be used to reference, that will be your knowledge base. So you go here, upload files. It should pull up a window that you can browse in. So I've got my documents already sorted. So this is just it's a variation of, or not a variation, it's, I've extracted all of these. So this document here, this document, the quick reference guide for IITT. So I've extracted all of this under its different, or the different categories, under the different categories, and I've compiled them or listed everything into it's in a notepad, and it's in a notepad form. So that's everything there in the notepad, because notepad makes it easy for the custom GPT to read everything. So just turn that off. So that's what we'll upload. IITT custom GPT prompt. So this one file, I included all of those separate individual files inside, so that I've found that text is, you get a better response from text, the text file, and if you combine all the documents into one instead of GPT referring to different documents. After that, let's just update this. And that's it. So you can copy link, you can view GPT, so you can view GPT here, and that's that, it's done. And you can here copy link and you can share. So that's the link here that you can send to anyone else, so they can come have a look at your GPT.